Welcome back, guys. Backyard Builds with Nate here again. She's a nice little Wednesday here. Actually warmed up a little bit today. We're up into a couple of plus digits today. Kind of nice. Had a good day down to places unknown. Me and Dougie did a little bit of work on the Concord wagon there today. Nice for a change of projects, I guess, right? That's what's next. That and a 39 Dodge. Anyways, we're going to get back at this frame again tonight. A few more brackets and stuff to do. But I'll fill you in here a little bit first. Had the Dave Brown going and plowed the driveway. She fired right up today. So I did the right thing. Ordered some new filters for it and oil change and whatnot. I've been kind of neglecting it the last year or two. And shouldn't do that, right? The old thing always works when you need it till it don't. So, yeah, I got that here in the shop, actually, guys. The old DB in the shop. Had it going, fired right up, plowed the driveway. But we're going to do... I actually punched in the old fuel filter numbers right on Amazon. And they come up with the exact same Napa filter and everything. Amazon's got them. 2 days away. But yeah, I used to have an issue with this tractor, a bad transmission leak, and I just kept topping it up hydraulic. It's a trans hydraulic. I used to just keep topping it up, and I finally got the leak fixed. Took time this summer fixing the leak in it, but still, I never got a chance to re-flush it. And here's what you see. See the old white milky hydraulic oil? So we need to drain that out. And we're going to drain it. I've seen worse, but last year I had it freeze up a little, not totally freeze up, but freeze up a little bit. So we got to drain that out, swap that with some new. It might even give it a little flush this time. The old thing deserves it. It keeps my yard clean, right? And if it don't, we can make a phone call. But yeah, so she's due for service. I haven't changed the oil now in 2 years. But it didn't move much the year before. I used it more this summer than I did last year. I've got all the stuff to put the loader on it. Just never enough time for one guy to do everything and whatnot, you know. So if we get time in this video, I might slip and slide my round figure rolling under there, and we'll drain that hydraulic oil out and have a look at it. See how rough she is. So I've gone ahead on this here a little bit, and I've put the transmission cross member in. The bolts aren't tight. I'm just getting everything in here now. There's grease on it. Bolts are in it. Getting all the bolts figured out. Radius arm brackets are on there, not tight. And I got the other cab mount sitting on there. So now we're on to front spring hangers, front shock hangers, and track bar bracket. We're going to go ahead and put them on. If this goes pretty good, I'm just going to put the bolts in it, more or less. I don't know if I'm going to tighten them up yet or not. Might just be a short video tonight anyway, so I'll put them in. Then we'll get geared up for the C brackets for that front end to roll underneath it. That's on the list. So we got everything. I'll just show you here. Here's the C-notch bushings. What's the degree on this things? These are 7-degree offset C-notch bushings. So that's with the lift, it'll roll that rear end back to give it its camber back. So they're here new. And it looks like I dug the radius arm bushings out. And I think he ordered a pack for each side, but everything is all in one pack. So it looks like we have a spare pack of bushings there. He might be able to send them back, or maybe he'll just set them on a shelf, right? And save them for later on down the road. Yeah, we're getting some pieces used up here on her now. And I got one set of bolts. Yeah, I might have to pick up a couple bolts, might just get slid in. I might have to get 2 more bolts. And I think I was shy on 4 lock nuts. So I'll put the bolts in, and then I can come back through and get the lock nuts on them after. But yeah. And then I'd like to get back at maybe tomorrow night and do some more welding on this. So I figure I'm going to try to do a couple nights on one project, a couple nights on another project, and hopefully that'll slide me through, right, guys? So we'll get you back here in the corner and angle you around here somewhere. See if that's going to work out. Yeah. I kind of got the bolts and everything set out, hoping that it's all going to line up. And some pry bar and a hammer, and like I say, we'll go back through and tighten them up after. Be nice to get this back so she's right on her wheels, and then I can start moving things around. Moving stuff around, that's the name of the game. That paintbrush works a lot better now that it's got vice grips on it for a handle. The way she goes. I hope everybody's having a good day. I'm glad that it did warm up some to get that tractor going, and I got the driveway plowed and them things. I'm glad that warmed up. Made a difference. That old girl fixed up. I've had the old DB for, geez, I've had the old tractor for quite a few years. I actually got, when I started off, I had 2. I took 2 and made 1. The way things are around here, you know, it always takes more. I've had that old girl a long time. She's never really let me down. A couple times in the woods when I was hauling logs and stuff, I did have an issue there once. I had to fix a couple things in the woods on it, but it was just a fuel issue. That happens. This is the first year that I didn't actually go to the woods and cut wood and split wood and all that stuff. The timing is, I don't have the time like I used to have for some of that stuff. You come home at the end of the day. I used to come home at the end of the day and then go to the woods and made, you know, getting older, try to keep ourselves together if we can. Some of these bolts in here, where they're a little bit longer, but the threads are tight enough to tighten them up. The motor mounts actually hang off the spring hanger bolts too. So there's a little extra in there on them to help maneuver themselves along. It'd be nice to get this here together and it can move, and then it'll be get the body on it. We do have the truck for the donor for this chassis here for my friend. It's here, sitting in the yard waiting to come in. I'll probably bring it in and throw the box, put the box on it first. I'll do the box, lift the box off the truck, pull the truck out, roll this in, set the box on it, and then You can roll it back out because the truck's still drivable. You'll have to drive the truck in, pull the front clip, lift the cab off, and then set the cab on this. Then we can pull the motor and slide it around. So that'll actually go pretty good because you got brand new cab mounts and all that stuff should slip and slide that right along. Maybe better handle on this other side here. I've always enjoyed working on these trucks. I've done quite a few of these. I mean, I'm not it's just the trucks I always like to work on. I've worked on all kinds, but these just always seem to be the ones I always go back to and enjoy. When I was back in high school, growing up, even when I was young, my grandfather and my uncle always had these old Ford trucks. It's kind of what I grew up in. And I always wanted a 79 for myself. 79 is what I wanted. And then as I got older here, everybody's got a 79. So I kind of steered clear of the 79s a little bit. And I got the 77 truck, but I like the 73, 74 front end is my like now because it almost looks like a 70, the older ones. So I kind of grew into that. That's what I had on the Bronco was a 74 front end as well. That's what's on my green truck. And my personal truck I'm putting together, I'm putting the same front end on that one when I put it together. I enjoy them. You guys get to see most of this come together. And the box goes on. I'll have that on here too. Almost like putting brand new parts on. Brand new used parts. I'll paint it up. Good like them brand new used parts. Slip and slide and right together. All right, we're sliding right along here. Yeah, I got to leave these bolts here a little bit long for the motor mounts, and then because it had them modified in it. Actually, the modified of this frame went in my 57 Meteor. I converted the timing to a straight timing like a 400 and put that motor in my Meteor. That was part of a deal on this frame. If you can, guys, dealing is the way to go. Sometimes it's not all about the money. The barter system is a great way to roll if you can do it. And That's where actually my charger is on a barter system right now. I'm just waiting to hear if it's a water pump done on that. And it can go on down the road. Somebody else is going to enjoy that old girl. Slip and slide that on there. Oh, the good slippy slidies. All right. All them pieces kind of slid in there really nice. I'll go along here after with the impact and zip everything together. Because the radius arm bushings and stuff there, we can slide them in after. There. Didn't have to use any of them. So, where are we at? We are down to, we should see if we can drain the crapiola hydraulic fluid of that tractor, I think, guys. We'll get the pails ready, and then we'll slide under that and have a look. It's kind of where we're aiming to. She's starting to look more like a frame, even more so when we get them arms underneath her. That they can go on there anytime now, actually, and slide that front end under. We should roll that around there. I'm going to roll it around there. Let's roll that around before we get into something else. These here turned out really nice. I welded them up and ground them down and painted them. That turned out really nice. So they're all ready for the seed bushings and everything. Them are. And Doug cleaned these all up and domed them for me. So now they're ready for action. Yeah. How hard it was going to be to get this going. Yeah, I'll get her back in there a little bit further. Make her kind of look like a truck. Keep all our wheels going where they need to go. Yeah, things are turning on us here. It's okay. We're going to have more room for activities here shortly. More room for activities. There, I'll leave that back a little bit so I can get at tightening them bolts. But now it's kind of under there. Room for activities. Nice. All right, guys. I'm going to hold on a second here. I'll get some pails and stuff. All right, guys. Let's see how milky this bad mamma jamma is under here. Now I'm switching over camera holders here. Hold with me a minute. I got you on a magnet, and I'm hoping to be putting you upside down with a little light. All right, let's try this out. Where'd I put the light? There. I got you on an upside down magnet right now. Whoops. We're going to get down. Oh, let's see. I'm going to try to hook you to the step. How's that going to work? Actually, you're not going to stay there very good, I don't think. All right, let's just have a look. I want to try to do this. Go over here, son. Maybe you'll stay better over here. There's the drain plug right there, guys. Oh, it's a 15 mil. I don't know. I got, it holds like a 20-liter pail, but I know it's down a little bit. Let's see how milky or, well, maybe water will even come out first. I've had this pan off before, years ago, and I've had a bunch of this stuff apart. I've had the clutch out of this, and I took 2 tractors and made one. See any water in it? Oh, she's a milker. Like a milkshake, creamy milkshake. I got a couple pails here anyways, so we'll see how she goes. I'm surprised water didn't come out first, actually. There was a filter in here one time when I first got this tractor. I'd say it froze up in the filter, and it crushed it crushed that filter, demolished it when it froze. But it didn't freeze enough to break anything in the hydraulics at the time. So, pretty lucky. Don't that look yummy? Milkshakey like. I'm going to flush her and she's going to get new. But I want to take that filter housing back off after it's drained. I'll let this drain overnight. Pull the filter housing off. Oh, I was hoping you guys would stay there, but you might not. Spill too much. Slide that back again. Once that settles, and if there's no water in it, that old furnace of mine over there, she'll devour that stuff up. I'll drag that pail out. I might not have enough pails here. I'll slide another pail in here after. Isn't that delicious? Delicious. See if I can get that to slide. Hopefully I can. No, one-handed here. Oh, we almost lost that bucket. I might have to grab another pail too. So, yeah, when your milkshake brings all the hydraulics to the bar, right? She's a coming. Problem is they don't have the drain on the very bottom. The drain's on the side. The drain should be on the bottom under here, but it's not. That's where the bolt is. There's a bolt. Nope, that's where the drain should be. Under here to drain that more. When I take it off, I should weld a bung in it. Then I can get it all drained out. Oh, milky. Looks like I'm going to have to grab another jug, guys. Yeah. Oh. Oh, yeah. My magnet didn't want to hold there good enough. That kind of, it's not heavy enough. I get a heavier magnet. All right. I got to run and grab another jug, guys. I'm going to try to pause you here with my one-hand bandit. So I was able to drop the tripod small enough to get her down here and get some more out of it. I got you. Magnet thing wasn't working good enough. Got to be getting close. I know we don't want to watch it all. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to get that so she's drained out, and I'll let her drain all night. Then I'll be able to flush it. So she's looking pretty. She's slowing down now. If I can get her in that pail there, it will be happening. Just hold on one more minute, guys. Just want to see if I have to switch out or not. Oh, she's slowing down now. What's it take to take that pan? I should take that pan right off. Yeah, maybe I'll grab my impact gun and we'll just pop that pan right off. And it can really drip dry. All right, guys. I'm going to pause you again. If I can find the pause button on this thing. I got you hidden behind the tractor here. All right, back at you here, guys. I took a couple bolts out. We're going to see what kind of milky mess we're going to run into here underneath. Oh, is it free? Yeah. I can't remember. There might not even be a filter in here because she might have got put together that day. Been a while. Oh, it's got a spring screen filter, some kind of goulash. Oh, that looks really nice. You guys can see that? I'd say. Yeah. At least there's no ice in there. Some crap. Oh, though. Yeah, I'm going to let this thing drain overnight now. And actually, if I can get one, there's a filter on Amazon, proper one. But if I remember right now, my Uncle Charles might have put that pickup on there. I got it from him. Yeah, look at the goo coming in there, guys. We're going to let that drain. Pick the wrench up. All right, so that's a milky goodness, ain't it? Yeah, milky mess, guys. It's a lack of maintenance. And I did change out some boots on the shifter here a while back. And I'm sure that didn't help none. So, whoops. So that's all we're going to get at here on Wednesday night, guys. We're going to let the old DB drain, and then we'll flush that out some, clean that up, and make her good again. She's just, some of these parts that were hard to find, and now that's actually, some of them are getting easier to find, filters and stuff. So, but way she goes. We're ahead a little bit more on this frame here. I can go ahead and tighten a bunch of that stuff up, which I still may do before I go in, but you guys don't need to see that. So I might tighten some of that stuff up and then get ready to put the radius arms in. We'll see how it goes. I don't know if I'll get to them tonight or not, but moving forward. Happy Wednesday. Appreciate all the likes, shares, and subscribes, guys. Lots of good comments. I try to read them all. And sometimes it might not be till the next day, but you get some downtime sometimes when it's evening. Sometimes I get to do a little reading there. And I was talking to Tim today from Peace and Grease down the States, talking to him today about his car show. And Rooster, talking to you today, as I'm thinking hopefully we're all going to end up down there again. That's what we're aiming for. And I want to take my 77 down this year if I can. I might not drive it all the way. I might float it and drive it while I'm there if I can. We'll see how it goes. So, yeah. Everybody, get off the couch. Get out. Tinker with some kind of a project. Whether it be, whatever it may be. If it's a lawn tractor or a snow blower, it's still a project, guys. And nobody's ever going to steer you wrong for playing with your own stuff and getting your hands dirty. Dirty hands, clean money, E for effort, work ethic. We got her, guys. Have a good one. Catch y'all in the next one.